Season 2 begins with a flashback to 1967. We see a younger Dr. Thomas Godolkin as he is unable to stop the other scientists from injecting themselves with an early, unstable version of Compound V. This version is blue. The scientists get superpowers, but they are completely out of control. As a deadly side effect, they end up accidentally killing each other in a wave of fire and chaos. As the lab burns, Godolkin tries to reach the fire alarm but breathes in too much smoke and passes out. The flashback ends with a shot of his VOT American ID card, which shows he was working on Project Odessa. We then cut to the present day, starting with a promo video for Godolkin University. The new dean, a soup named Cipher, is honoring heroes who have died. This includes Ezekiel, Tech Knight, and Queen Maeve, though we know Maeve is alive and living without her powers. They also honor Victoria Newman, who Butcher killed at the end of The Boys Season 4. The promo says Starlight is still on the run. It then introduces Kate, Sam, Justine, and Rufus as the school's famous new guardians of Godolkin. We learn that US President Calhoun has put Homelander in charge of soup safety, but it's clear Homelander is the one really running the country. The promo ends with Cipher asking new students to apply for the next semester. Meanwhile, guards from the Elmira facility are taking Emma and Jordan back to Godolkin University, where Kate meets them. Turns out Kate made a deal with Vought to get them out. She is heartbroken when she finds out from them that Andre is dead. She had no idea. When Jordan asks where Marie is, a woman from the university named Stacy comes up to them. She offers them a deal. If they read a pre-written statement to the press, they can live freely on campus. Emma agrees right away, scared of going back to Elmira. At the press conference, Jordan, in female form, reads the statement, which makes them look innocent to the public. Now, they are free to go back to the university. Later, Kate explains to them that Marie supposedly escaped from Elmira and no one can find her. Part of Kate's deal with Vought is that Emma and Jordan have to stay on campus. During a speech to the students, Cipher warns that humans can't be trusted. He points to the old dean, Indira Shetty, who tried to kill all soups. He calls Starlight a traitor, and the students cheer. Cipher says he will train the students to be stronger and better than humans. Back in their dorm room, Emma and Jordan talk about Cipher. Jordan remembers seeing him at Elmira and thinking he was a doctor. Emma, after doing some research, says that Cipher worked for a few years at the Vought office in Mexico City. This is a fun nod to the upcoming spin-off, The Boys, Mexico. Emma says that nobody knows what Cipher's powers are or where he was before Mexico. Elsewhere, Kate confronts Cipher and asks for answers about Andre's death, but he tells her nothing. When she tries to use her mind control powers on him, he threatens her. He warns that if she tries it again, she'll lose her other hand and have no powers left. He then orders her to find Marie. We find Marie living in a motel, trying to find her missing sister, Annabeth. She sees Emma and Jordan's press conference on the news and is clearly unhappy, feeling like they betrayed her. The next day, she sees a group of thugs bothering some Starlight supporters. Marie steps in and uses her blood-bending powers to take them down without showing her face. She feels good about using her powers to help people, showing the hero inside her. Emma visits Andre's father, Polarity, to talk about Andre's death. Polarity is still very sad and on strong medication. Using his magnetic powers has been hurting his brain. He brushes Emma off, telling her to forget what happened and leave the university. He ignores her when she tells him that Cipher was at Elmira. But after she leaves, we see Polarity looking up Cipher on his laptop, right after closing a tab for soup porn. At a party, Justin welcomes Emma and Jordan back. Sam is now dating Justine. Emma confronts Sam about the violent things he did in Season 1 and tells him about Andre's death. The news makes Sam stressed and anxious. To calm him down, Kate touches his head and erases his memory of their talk, showing that she's now using her powers to control him. Feeling overwhelmed by everything, Emma has a breakdown in the bathroom and shrinks down to her small size. Meanwhile, a bounty hunter named Dognot, who has dog-like powers, is hunting Marie. Using his super smell, he tracks her to the gas station she was at the night before and finds her at the motel. They fight, but just as he is about to win, Starlight shows up and saves Marie. Starlight warns Marie that over 20 Vought soups are looking for her, and that Vought will eventually offer her a deal, just like they did with Emma and Jordan. She tells Marie to take the deal and go back to Godolkin University to be a spy for her team. Starlight explains that the university's founder, Thomas Godolkin, started it to hide a research program called Project Odessa. She doesn't know what the project was, but her sources say Vought is starting it again, and she needs Marie to find out what it is. Marie says no, telling her she has to find her sister. Starlight tells her they are in a war and that she'll have to pick a side soon. Back Back at the party, Emma is sent the video of Marie fighting the thugs, which shows where she is. She shows it to Jordan, who is angry. He blames Marie for leaving them in Elmira, which he thinks led to Andre trying to escape and getting killed. Kate overhears them talking. Emma and Jordan find Marie and confront her. Marie says they sold out to Vought. In return, Jordan blames her for Andre's death. This is the first time Marie learns that Andre is dead. Just then, Kate arrives. Realizing Marie has been talking to Starlight, she tries to use her mind control powers on her. To defend Marie, Jordan fires an energy blast, throwing Kate against a wall and giving her a bad head injury. Marie runs to help and tries to use her blood bending to heal the wound without touching her, but it doesn't work. As Marie moves to touch Kate's head, Jordan stops her. In a shocking moment, the three of them turn and walk away, leaving the badly hurt Kate lying on the ground alone. Later, Emma pushes Marie to record a video saying she is returning to Godolkin University. She argues that if Marie becomes famous, Vought won't be able to make her disappear. In the video, Marie claims she is feeling better and is ready to come back. The next day, the video is all over campus. Marie is called to Cipher's office, where he welcomes her back. Marie recognizes him from Elmira and asks what he was doing there, but he avoids the question. Instead, he tells her that Andre had the same brain problem as his father, Polarity. This problem was made worse by using his powers, and Cipher claims Andre died in Elmira from using his powers too much. Marie doesn't believe him, so Cipher shows her Andre's medical records. He also mentions that Kate was attacked but survived and is getting better in the hospital. The way Cipher talks suggests he knows exactly who did it. News about the attack on Kate spreads across campus. We even see Firecracker on her news show, calling the attack a hate crime against Supes and pushing the idea that Supes are in danger. Worried, Emma suggests to Marie and Jordan that they should go to the hospital and kill Kate to protect themselves. Jordan is against it, but Marie worries that Cipher might already suspect them. Meanwhile, Sam visits Kate in the hospital and asks who attacked her. As a nurse is helping her, Kate's hand touches the nurse's, and she uses her mind control through the nurse to say Emma's name. It's a cool detail here. You can see Kate's fake hand on the table in the background, showing the show pays attention to the little things. At the same time, Polarity joins the university as a new teacher. Cipher welcomes him and pretends to be sorry about Andre's death. It's clear Polarity is at the university for his own reasons. In the advanced influencer class, a Supe named Modesty Monarch says that feminism has ruined America and tells the students, especially Emma, to post about Kate's attack on social media. Marie posts about it on her own social media so no one will suspect her. Just then, Jordan finds Andre's medical file and realizes that if the records are true, Andre knew that using his powers too much would kill him. Later, Stacy tells Marie and Jordan they've been picked for Cipher's Hero Optimization Seminar. In the class, Cipher explains that having powers isn't enough. They need to understand them completely to become stronger, better Supes. The class is then attacked by a Thor-like Supe named Vaker, who launches deadly attacks at his students. Vaker's main target is clearly Marie, but Jordan saves her. Cipher isn't bothered by the violence, telling the class he wants to help them become as powerful as they can be, treating them all like an experiment. Elsewhere, Polarity catches Emma taking Xanax for her anxiety. He tells her he's secretly looking into Andre's death. Emma mentions Project Odessa, a name Starlight told Marie about. Polarity claims he's never heard of it, but they agree to investigate together. Later, Marie and Jordan have a heart-to-heart talk about what happened at Elmira. They bond over their memories of Andre, and the moment gets romantic. Marie tells Jordan she loves him, but Jordan is shocked and doesn't know what to say. Meanwhile, Polarity takes Emma to the university's records room to find files on Dr. Godolkin and Project Odessa. Emma, who seems high, she took drugs instead of her Xanax, gets them inside. There, among many files, Emma finds a secret room filled with Nazi items. She finds a file that is directly connected to Marie, but the drugs cause her to suddenly grow to a giant size, which is surprising, since she usually has to eat a lot to grow and throw up to shrink. At a house party, we see the Deep make a short appearance. Sam asks him if Homelander is looking for Kate's attackers. The Deep brushes him off, but another student mentions Emma's name when talking about the attack. As Emma is leaving the records room with the files, Sam confronts her. Emma tells him the truth. Kate is the one who killed his brother and Andre, and she's been brainwashing Sam just like she did his brother. She then leaves him to think about the news. That night, the students are celebrating the news that Kate's attacker was a normal human who was killed by the Supe Dognot. But then, a shocking update reveals the dead man was the same innocent boy Marie had saved from the thugs earlier. Marie and Jordan are horrified, realizing an innocent person died because of them. Just then, Emma arrives and shows them the file, which has a childhood photo of Marie that connects her to Project Odessa. On the other hand, Kate wakes up in the hospital. The room is covered in blood, with the dead bodies of the nurse and doctor on the floor. The door opens and Cipher is standing there. At the university, an ordinary girl goes through her usual casual day. The soup students bully and bother her constantly, and the stress gets so bad she ends up taking 3 Xanax pills at once. She wears a card with a big H printed on it, and we get to see what normal humans go through when living among soups, the fear, the pressure, and the constant bullying they face every day. This girl works at the campus coffee shop. Someone keeps putting up a Starlight poster and leaving, but this poor girl gets bullied for it because the soup students support Homelander, who is against Starlight. Meanwhile, Marie, Emma, and Jordan are at Polarity's house looking at files. They find 25 birth certificates and learn that out of all those babies, only Marie lived. The other 24 died when they were born. Strangely, the certificates don't say how they died. Marie says that only Pam can explain what happened. Pam was a friend of Marie's parents and is in a photo with them from the files. Back at the university, the students give Kate a big welcome. In the hero optimization class, Dean Cipher says that there are way fewer soups than humans, only 1 soup for every 10 million normal people. He warns them that if humans teamed up and attacked, soups wouldn't survive. Because of this, they need to understand their powers as soon as possible. Later, Cipher tells Marie to try using her powers without hurting herself, saying that's the only way she will use all of her power. Kate overhears them talking. In the next scene, Justine breaks up with Sam because he is acting weird again. Sam is still bothered by what Emma told him in the last episode. His mind starts to get worse. He starts hearing voices and seeing things that aren't there. When Sam gets too stressed, the world and the people in it start to look like puppets to him. Jordan tells Marie that Cipher thinks she is a chosen one. That's probably why Cipher is so focused on her and wants her to use all of her power. Marie tries to talk to Jordan about their relationship and tells him he was the first person she ever slept with. Jordan thinks this is a little awkward and tries to ignore it again. Just then, Stacy puts up posters of Jordan all over campus because Jordan is now ranked number 1. Meanwhile, Kate visits Cipher at his house. She tells him to just tell the truth, that Emma, Jordan, and Marie attacked her. Cipher tricks her, saying there is no need for that because then they would have to tell Vought everything, including that Kate has no powers now. Cipher tells her that as long as she has powers, she can stay at the university, but without them, she is just a normal human. He tells her to focus on getting her powers back and living a comfortable life. As Kate leaves, she sees a hidden door in the house. What's inside is still a mystery. Elsewhere, Stacy tells Jordan that since he is now number 1, he has to be in ads for products and push the story Vought wants. Jordan is confused about what he should do. Emma helps the girl who works at the coffee shop. It turns out the person putting up the Starlight posters was Harper because she is a Starlight fan. Emma is shocked to learn that Harper can copy other soups' powers for 60 seconds, and she can actually copy them better than the real ones. Harper makes Emma promise not to tell anyone about her powers. Later, Emma joins Harper and her roommate Allie and suggests that they should plan something big against the university and Vought. We'll have to wait to see what their big plan is. Meanwhile, an upset Sam goes to Kate, wanting to make the voices in his head stop. Because Kate has no powers, she can't help him. Sam gets angry and starts smashing things. Jordan steps in to calm him down and suggests that Sam should try to meet his parents. Maybe it will make him feel better. Later, Marie gets to Pam's house. Pam tells her that Marie was born using IVF, a special treatment to have a baby. At the fertility clinic at Godulcan University, IVF is very expensive, and Marie's parents couldn't afford it. So Vought helped her parents and paid for everything. But her younger sister, Annabeth, was born naturally. Pam has many photos from when Marie was born. Marie looks at a photo and sees herself being held by Cipher, who was called Dr. Gold in the photo. Pam explains that Dr. Gold was the doctor who delivered her. Until now, Marie thought her parents took money to put Compound V in her. But the real story is that they just really wanted a child, and Vought helped them. But Vought doesn't give anything away for free, so they probably put Compound V in her during the IVF treatment. Here, Marie finds out that her sister has been living at Pam's house for a long time. She asks Pam why she hid this. Pam explains that Annabeth was very upset and scared by their parents' death and blames Marie for it. Marie argues that she was just a little kid at the time. She got her period for the first time, which made her blood control powers start. She panicked, which led to her parents accidentally dying. She has a good point. She never asked to have Compound V in her body. It was her parents' choice. In a way, Marie was a victim, and her parents had basically signed a death contract with Vought. Marie blames Pam, saying she always made Marie feel like a monster and told her sister the same thing, which is why her sister still won't talk to her. A while later, the university celebrates its 60th anniversary, Thomas Godolkin Day. Cipher is giving a speech about why the ranking system is important. Jordan finds Marie and finally tells her how he feels, which means they are getting closer. Right after, Jordan is called to the stage as the number 1 student. He starts reading the speech that Stacy wrote for him. But then, Jordan changes to his female form and tells everyone that their friend Andre was killed, and Vought is trying to hide it. She also says she was the one who attacked Kate. It turns out Vought had blamed a normal human for the attack on Kate on purpose to make Soups hate normal people. Soon after, Kate posts a video claiming it wasn't Jordan who attacked her, but Starlight's followers. Because of this video, Jordan's public image is completely ruined, and all the students start to believe Jordan is a liar. It turns out Kate made this video on orders from Cipher and Vought to fix the bad press Jordan was causing them. Jordan and Marie are called into Cipher's office, where they meet Seth Reed from Vaught's marketing department. Cipher and Seth explain that Jordan has become a PR nightmare for Vought. To fix this, they've planned a publicity stunt, a fight between Jordan and Marie. The plan is for Marie to use her powers to defeat Jordan because the public now wants to see Jordan lose. Marie refuses, saying she isn't powerful enough to beat Jordan, but Cipher threatens to send all of them back to the Elmira facility if she doesn't cooperate. Later, Marie suggests to Jordan and Emma that they need to ask Kate for help. Jordan and Emma don't trust Kate because she's clearly working with Cipher. Meanwhile, Emma meets up with Harper and Allie, and Allie's brother, Greg, and asks for their help to stop the fight. Marie and Jordan go to see Kate, who tells them her mind control powers haven't been working properly since Jordan attacked her. She then reveals something interesting. Cipher has heavy security at his house, including a large vault where he must be hiding something. They figure if they can find out what Vaught's secret is, they might be able to blackmail Cipher into canceling the fight. Marie comes up with a plan. While she's in class with Cipher, Jordan and Kate will sneak into his house and check the vault. When Cipher leaves his house, Kate uses her powers on the security guard, but we see they aren't working at full strength. Still, they manage to get past him. Once Kate and Jordan unlock the vault, they find a hyperbaric chamber with a severely burnt old man inside. Just as Jordan takes a photo, the man's eyes open, an alarm goes off, and they barely escape in time. Seeing him, the first person that comes to mind is Dr. Thomas Godolkin. In the flashback to 1967, we saw him pass out in a burning lab. It's very likely he was badly burned, and the authorities declared him dead. If the burnt man really is Godolkin, then what is his connection to Cipher? We'll get back to that later. Back in the classroom, Cipher gives Marie a task. Use her powers to move a set of blood bags from one table to another without making them explode. First, she struggles. Cipher tells her to connect with the blood, to feel it as if it were her own. After that, she completes the task perfectly and is shocked she could do it. Cipher looks very pleased. Meanwhile, Harper encourages Emma to learn how to control her powers normally. It seems like Emma's storyline is leading to her being able to shrink and grow whenever she wants by the end of the season. Next, Cipher tells Marie to levitate a goat. She refuses. He tells her that humans are just like blood bags and that she can do it. Then, Cipher drops a bombshell. He knows Marie found out about Project Odessa because he was the doctor who delivered her. In fact, he says Godulcan University was created just to bring her into the world. Thomas Godolkin's goal was to create more powerful soups, and Cipher promises that if Marie follows his lead, she can become the most powerful soup in history. Marie asks a good question. Why would Vought and Homelander ever let that happen? Cipher avoids answering and just tells her to lift the goat. As Marie starts to levitate the goat, she also senses Cipher's blood and realizes it has no compound V in it. He's a normal human. This multitasking causes her to lose control and the goat dies. Later, the scene shifts, and Marie tells the others her discovery. Cipher is a normal human, which is why nobody knows what his powers are. Remember this detail because it will lead to an interesting theory later. Cipher calls Kate, telling her he saw on the security cameras that she and Jordan were in his house, and he wants to meet. They come up with a new plan. During the big fight, Kate will meet with Cipher and secretly record him admitting he's a normal human. They'll use this secret to blackmail him into stopping the fight. In the next scene at the fight, Jordan is introduced as the gender bender, and Marie is the blood bender. Kate goes to meet Cipher, and surprisingly, they're alone. Meanwhile, Emma gets help from Harper, Allie, and Greg. She shrinks down, goes through the water pipes, and plants a small camera in the room where Kate and Cipher are meeting. In the room, Cipher reveals that the burnt man is his father. Kate then confronts him, saying she knows he's a normal human with no powers. But then comes the big twist. Cipher knew all along that Kate was recording him. He finds the camera and shows her his real power. While standing right there with her, he possesses Jordan in the fighting ring and starts controlling him like a video game character. Marie realizes what's happening and is forced to fight back. In self-defense, she uses her powers to make Jordan levitate in the air. This causes Cipher to lose his control over Jordan. In the end, Marie wins the fight, but in a way, Cipher wins too, because he successfully pushed Marie to use her powers on a human, showing that she's slowly unlocking her true potential. And that seems to be his main goal. If Marie had lost concentration for a second, Jordan could have exploded just like one of those blood bags. As the crowd cheers for Marie, the moment leaves us wondering if Cipher is the final villain of Gen V or just a side mission on the way to something bigger. 1 month earlier, we see Cipher taking care of the burnt man, the person he told Kate was his father. Then Sister Sage shows up. We know she's the smartest person on the planet. Things get intimate between her and Cipher, right in front of the burnt man, who actually seems happy about it. It's hard to tell for sure, but what is going on here? What are Cipher and Sister Sage planning together? We'll get back to it later. The scene then shifts back to the present. After the fight, Jordan explains that when Cipher was controlling them, they were aware of everything that was happening but couldn't control their own body. This means anyone Cipher possesses is basically a helpless prisoner in their own mind. Jordan also reveals that when Marie was levitating them, it felt like their body was about to explode. This shows just how dangerously powerful Marie's blood control is becoming. Just then, Cipher shows up and tells Marie that her powers work best when she's under pressure. He says she needs to keep training with him to be the best, but Marie refuses. Cipher then threatens them both, revealing that Kate has already been sent to Elmira for her mistakes. He warns that if Marie doesn't cooperate, he'll send all of them there, too. In the next scene, we see Kate imprisoned in Elmira, and it's a very uncomfortable sight. The narrator notes that the boys' universe is known for suddenly showing shocking things like this, leaving the audience to react with a, "What did I just see?" Meanwhile, Sam goes to visit his parents, arriving with a Hulk-like super jump. He's shown to be incredibly strong, and we're left to wonder if the strength will be important in the finale, or if his character will be wasted. At first, Sam's dad is very caring, but his mom acts strangely. Later, she seems to come around. Back at the dorms, Marie convinces Emma and Jordan that they have to break Kate out of Elmira, since she only got caught because of them. They're hesitant at first, but their good side wins out, and the three of them start making a plan. Emma calls Sam for help, but he refuses, saying Kate deserves to be in Elmira. As the three get ready to leave for Elmira, Marie admits that Cipher was right. She feels more powerful than ever. She says that during the fight, for a moment, she felt like she could destroy the entire venue. This means she could feel the blood of every single person in the crowd. It's a huge hint at her true potential, and we're left to wonder what her full power really is. On their way out, Emma runs into Greg, Allie's brother, and there's a hint of a possible romance between them. Emma tells him they're going to save Kate. Greg offers to help, but Emma tells him that if they don't come back in a day or two, he should tell everything to Polarity, the only person they can trust. Elsewhere, Polarity is having a meal with Cipher, trying to get information out of him. Cipher reveals he already knows Polarity has been asking around about him, and tells him to just ask his questions directly. Polarity asks how his son Andre really died and what Cipher was doing at Elmira. Cipher admits that Andre's death was the result of an experiment. He was trying to push Andre's powers to their full potential, but Andre's body couldn't handle it, and he died. Hearing this, Polarity uses his powers to attack Cipher with a knife, but Cipher grabs it and stabs his own hand without even flinching. He warns Polarity not to mess with him. The conversation suggests Cipher was experimenting on soups at Elmira, and Andre was one of his victims. It's also possible that Cipher possessed Andre's body and pushed his powers to the breaking point, causing his death. We know Cipher has the power to control people, so it's a real possibility. In another scene, we learn more about Sam's backstory. He always thought his parents gave him Compound V, which caused his mental problems, but his mom explains that wasn't the case. He had his mental condition from birth due to genetics, and Compound V had nothing to do with it. He was violent as a child, and Compound V just made him powerful, which is why his parents sent him to a Vought facility where he wouldn't be a danger to others. His parents also revealed that Vought lied to them, telling them Sam was dead. They even held a funeral for him, and now they don't even know whose body they buried. Then, after Sam's brother Luke killed himself at the university and Sam was hailed as a hero in the news, they found out he was still alive. They went to the university to see him, but Vought told them Sam didn't want to meet them. Sam says no one ever told him they were there. It seems Vought faked Sam's death to experiment on him, and he only got free at the end of season 1. By the end of their conversation, the relationship between Sam and his parents seems to be healing, and he feels better. Back at Elmira, the group tries to sneak in, but it's a trap. Cipher knew they were coming all along. They are all captured, and power-suppressing collars are put on their necks. Marie is also injected with a blood thinner to weaken her powers. Emma is put in a cell next to Kate's. She tells Kate they came to save her but got caught. Hearing this, Kate realizes that even after everything she did, they still came for her, and she starts to feel guilty. Meanwhile, Cipher watches everything from the control room on CCTV. Sister Sage, who has replaced Ashley as the new CEO of Vought, arrives. They're clearly planning something big. Sage says she brought Cipher a gift that will speed up his work because he's running out of time. Cipher says if his plan with Marie works, she will become even more powerful than Homelander. Sage just smiles and says, "What we want will happen." We then see Polarity having a seizure, probably from using his powers on Cipher, which the doctor had warned him against. He's also clearly disturbed by what Cipher told him. Cipher goes to Marie's cell and tells her he'll let her and her sister, Annabeth, go free if she does what he wants. Marie doesn't answer and is taken back to her cell, where she decides she's going to kill him. In a surprising turn, Kate manages to use a staple from her head, wound to unlock her collar. When the guards come in, she mind controls one of them to get the keys and frees herself. Then she frees Emma, Jordan, and Marie. Jordan points out that their escape was way too easy. There were no guards and no alarms. It's obvious that Cipher wanted them to escape, just like he may have wanted Andre to try to escape, which led to his death. They decide to save Annabeth first, but when they get to her cell, they find her dead on the floor. In a shocking moment, Marie discovers a new aspect of her blood manipulation powers. She brings her dead sister back to life. This must be the max potential Cipher is so obsessed with. Meanwhile, Annabeth is alive. The whole group is now trying to escape from the Elmira facility. We quickly learn that Annabeth is also a soup with the power to see the future. She gets visions of what's about to happen and already has a sense of the danger they're in. Just then, Sam comes crashing through a wall to help them. He seems to be in a much better mental state after visiting his parents, and it looks like his redemption arc is officially starting as he tries to make up for his actions in Season 1. With Sam's help, they all escape from Elmira in a van. On the way, they ask Marie how she managed to bring Annabeth back from the dead. Marie explains that she just did what Cipher told her to do. She connected with Annabeth's blood cells as if they were her own, and it worked. This proves Marie has the power to change the world. Bringing someone back to life is a miracle. Her powers are clearly getting stronger, and she's on her way to becoming a top-tier soup. They hide out in an abandoned library where Annabeth is still panicking. She can't understand how she got caught up in all of this, but Marie calms her down and tells her she's safe now. Still, there's a clear distance between the two sisters. Meanwhile, Cipher is at his home, exorcising the burnt man, when he gets a call from Elmira telling him everyone has escaped. He orders the guards to find Marie and kill the rest. In a fit of rage, he throws his phone and slaps the burnt man before calming down and continuing the exercises. Back at the library, the group plans their next move. Emma tries to call Polarity for help, but can't remember his number. Surprisingly, the abandoned library has internet, so she sends a direct message to Harper and Allie, explaining everything. While this is happening, Jordan expresses concern that Marie's growing power might change their relationship, but Marie reassures him. Annabeth has a vision of Kate looking at her strangely, hinting that she might betray them again. Annabeth then reveals she's always had her powers and admits she blames Marie for their parents' death. She says she had visions of their death many times, but the real event was triggered by Marie's powers. Annabeth feels she could have saved them but found it easier to blame Marie. At the same time, Polarity wakes up from being unconscious and finds Cipher in his house. Cipher tells him that Marie will contact him and that he should convince her to come back and train. In exchange, he promises to let her friends and sister go free. Polarity refuses. To hurt him, Cipher tells him Andre had seizures in his final days and that he tried to save him, but science has its limits. He then says something interesting, that soups have an expiration date. One day they will all die, and no medicine can help. The only thing that can help is a miracle, and he says that miracle is Marie. Harper calls Polarity to tell him where Marie is. Harper found out from a DM that Emma sent her. This leads to a cool scene where Cipher controls Polarity and talks to Harper using Polarity's body. Meanwhile, Annabeth is having a panic attack. Marie calms her down. Annabeth doesn't just have anxiety, she also has the power to see the future. This is a bad mix for her because anxiety is all about worrying about the future. Because of this, her power could become her biggest weakness. Annabeth says she hates being a soup. Right after she says that, she has a vision that they are about to be attacked, and Vaker shows up. Sam fights Vaker. While Sam might be stronger, he isn't a good fighter, so Vaker starts winning. Kate tells Emma to grow big to fight Vaker, but Emma can't because she needs to eat a lot of food first. It looks like we'll only see giant Emma in the last episode, and she probably won't need to eat extra food then. Now, Vaker is face to face with Marie and Jordan. But just then, Victoria Newman's daughter, Zoe, shows up and kills Vaker. It turns out that Stan Edgar was looking for Marie with Zoe. Stan Edgar used to be the boss of Vought, and Victoria Newman was his adopted daughter. After Victoria died, Zoe was sent to an orphanage, and Edgar rescued her from there. Now, Edgar stands in front of Marie. He says he was looking for her because they can help each other. He asks Marie and her friends to come with him to a safe place. They agree and go with Edgar and Zoe. We find out that to protect himself from Homelander and other dangers, Edgar has built a bunker 90 feet underground where he lives safely. When they ask, Edgar explains that before Victoria died, she told him everything about Marie. That's why he was looking for her, because Marie is special. He says that Project Odessa was Thomas Godolkin's idea, which he had been working on since the 1960s. His main goal was to create superheroes who were like gods, the strongest and most powerful heroes. After many failures, only two people were successful, Homelander in the 1980s and Marie. Edgar explains that Marie is very different from Homelander. Homelander is a crazy and dangerous soup, and we all know what he is like. Marie, on the other hand, is pretty stable and different from him. Jordan asks what Cipher wants. Edgar says says that Cipher is continuing Thomas Godolkin's work. The only difference is that Godolkin thought he could control soups, but Cipher believes that soups are better than humans and should rule the world. Edgar adds that he officially shut down Project Odessa 20 years ago because even though Marie had survived, she didn't show any powers. Only a few people knew Marie had been born, including Victoria. Somehow, Cipher also knows this. Most people believed the fire that killed Godolkin destroyed all the research, but his body was never found, so people thought he might have survived the fire. But even if he did, he would be dead by now from old age. Kate then guesses that Godolkin would be almost 100 years old today. She remembers there is a burned old man in Cipher's house who Cipher said was his father. Edgar figures that if that old man is Godolkin, then Cipher probably didn't have to do the research all over again, he just got it from Godolkin. Edgar's first plan was to get control of Vought back and make a deal with Marie. He would keep her safe, and she would support him later. But now, things have changed. Since Godolkin is alive, he must have a plan to control soups, which was his main goal all along. Elsewhere, Sam talks to Emma and suggests they get back together, but Emma isn't interested right now. She also has a thing going on with Greg. Annabeth and Zoe also have a talk, and Annabeth realizes how much her sister Marie really loves her. Edgar then shows Marie some of Godolkin's leftover research files, which show how to control soups. In the files, Marie sees drawings of things Godolkin invented, like the collar that stops powers that she had to wear in Elmira, a machine that makes a high-pitched sound, and a special gas. All of these can be used to control a soup. Edgar believes that if the old man really is Godolkin, then he must have a way to stop or even beat Homelander. Edgar now wants to use Godolkin to beat Homelander so he can take back control of Vought. As long as Homelander is in charge, Edgar doesn't have much of a chance. In another scene, Cipher is on the phone, yelling that someone needs to bring Marie back right away. He controls Polarity and makes him slap himself. Cipher also reveals his plan. He plans to kill 75% of the weak, useless soup students at Godolkin University. He wants to kill them so that only the powerful soups are left, who can then get even stronger. Hearing this, Polarity calls him crazy. Cipher tries to control him and make him slap himself again. But this time, Polarity is able to fight back and throws Cipher out of his house. This was an interesting moment because it's the first time Cipher's control powers didn't seem to work perfectly. In the last scene of the episode, Marie comes out of the bunker. Kate asks her to heal her so she can get her powers back and help beat Cipher. But Marie's reaction shows she is tired of everyone wanting something from her because of her powers. Marie and Kate then walk off together. Soon after, we see a dream Annabeth is having. In it, she sees Marie on the ground in a pool of blood, with blood covering her face. It looks like Marie is dead. Annabeth then wakes up suddenly. It was just a dream. We learn that she has two kinds of powers. Her dreams show her things that might happen in the future, while her visions when she's awake show her things that will definitely happen. She runs to Marie's room, but only Jordan is there, sleeping. When Annabeth comes in, Jordan quickly changes into their male form. He does this when he feels danger because the male form is stronger. The female form is the one that can shoot energy blasts. Annabeth tells everyone she had a vision that Marie was in trouble. They all realize that both Marie and Kate are missing. Jordan says he knows where they've gone, and the four of them, Jordan, Sam, Emma, and Annabeth, leave Edgar's bunker to find them. We don't see Edgar again in this episode, so his appearance might have just been a short one. Zoe also only shows up for a few minutes. Meanwhile, Marie and Kate are getting ready to go to Cipher's house. Kate again begs Marie to heal her head injury. Marie tells her she already tried when Kate's head was split open, but she couldn't do it. Kate says that Marie is much stronger now, strong enough to bring Annabeth back from the dead, so she should be able to heal her too. Kate knows why Marie doesn't want to help. In season 1, Kate was like the bad guy. She mind-controlled Marie, Jordan, Emma, and Andre, which caused a lot of fighting at the university and got them all sent to Elmira. But Kate promises she's changed, saying Vought had tricked her into thinking she was doing the right thing. She swears she'll never use her powers on her friends again, but Marie still doesn't trust her. On their way, Jordan and Annabeth are driving to the university, while Emma is with Sam. Since Sam can super jump, he gets there much faster. Jordan is driving pretty fast, and Annabeth tells them to slow down. As a joke, Jordan changes to their male form and asks, "Feeling more comfortable now?" making fun of the idea that people don't trust female drivers. It's a clever and funny line. Jordan then changes back to female form and asks Annabeth how long she's had her powers. Annabeth says she's had them since she was a kid and that her dreams would often come true. Jordan says that they also got their powers as a kid but kept them hidden from everyone. Now, though, their powers are a huge part of their life. Marie and Kate get to Cipher's house, but it's empty, which means he's taken the burnt man with him. But Marie can hear a very weak heartbeat. The heartbeat belongs to Polarity, who also came to Cipher's house looking for him. Polarity is in really bad shape because of his powers. He warns them that Cipher has gone crazy, and is planning to kill all the weak soups at the university. Polarity also explains that he was able to break free from Cipher's control, which suggests that his magnetic powers might be the way to beat him. Meanwhile, Cipher is hiding with the burnt man, trying to figure out how Polarity got free. He knows Polarity is a big threat and worries that everything will be ruined. He gets very angry, hits the burnt man with a belt, and is about to kill him with an oxygen tank. But then, he gets a message on his phone showing a video of Marie in his house. He says, Sister Sage was right. Marie was going to come back. We still don't know how Sister Sage knew this, but maybe we'll find out in the last episode. Cipher then looks at the burnt man and says it's time for a big sacrifice. Back at the house, Polarity asks Marie why she's there. She explains that she thinks the burnt man is Thomas Godolkin. She says Stan Edgar told her if they can find Godolkin, they can beat Cipher. Polarity makes a good point, asking why Godolkin would help them and saying he might be an even bigger threat. But Marie feels like they have no other choice. Suddenly, Polarity starts having another seizure. This time, Marie is able to heal him completely. While she is healing him, Kate, who is standing nearby, gets a nosebleed. This seems to be a side effect when Marie uses her strong powers, just like what happened to Emma and Jordan before. Seeing Polarity all better gives Kate hope that Marie can heal her too. Just then, Sam gets to the university by super jumping with a tiny Emma in his pocket. He is stopped by Rufus and another soup named Black Hole, who has the weird power to pull things out of his butt. Rufus orders him to give him Hample, and Black Hole pulls out a man in a diaper named Hample. We find out why this weird scene is important later. Emma and Greg share a hug, which makes Sam jealous. Since Greg can fly, Emma asks him to search the university for Marie. Polarity, Kate, and Marie go to Cipher's office, but he isn't there. Marie gets a call from Cipher and realizes he's in the training room. As they head there, Marie tells them she can hear Godolkin's weak heartbeat coming from the basement. The rest of the group arrives, and Annabeth has another scary vision of blood raining from the ceiling and Marie lying dead on the floor. She warns Marie not to go inside, but Marie doesn't listen to her, saying her visions aren't always right. Annabeth cries and explains that she had visions of their parents' death before it happened. She always blamed Marie, but now she feels she could have saved them. She doesn't want the same thing to happen again. Marie is not sure what to do, but she feels she has to do this. She believes she's the only one who can heal Godolkin and stop Cipher, and maybe even Homelander one day. All this talk about her being so powerful has gone to her head. When her friends try to stop her, she uses her powers to lift them all into the air. She tells Kate she'll heal her, but in return, Kate must mind control everyone and send them away to keep them safe. Polarity tells her to do it, so Kate agrees and lets them all down. It's strange because Marie, who didn't trust Kate for using her powers on her friends, now asks her to do the same thing. Marie tells Polarity to keep Cipher busy. Polarity faces Cipher in the training room, but Cipher can't control him. Instead, he controls Sam, Jordan, and Greg, forcing them to fight Polarity. Down in the basement, Marie finds the burnt man and asks if he's Thomas Godolkin. He nods yes. Marie uses her powers to heal him, but it makes her so tired that she falls down. The man is completely healed, and it really is Thomas Godolkin. He looks at his healed body and says, "Without our powers, we are nothing." The same thing Cipher said to Kate. In that moment, Kate realizes that Cipher was just Godolkin controlling another body the whole time. The others grab Marie and run. Meanwhile, Polarity uses his powers to throw Cipher's body across the room. As he's about to finish him off, the man begs for his life. He says his real name is Doug Brightbill, and that Godolkin had been controlling him for a very long time. There is no Cipher, there is only Thomas Godolkin. Now fully healed, Godolkin walks around the campus and finds Hample, the man in the diaper. This is where that weird scene makes sense. Godolkin asks Hample about his power and, calling it a lame power, kills him for being weak. Godolkin says that only gods will remain in this world, meaning only the most powerful soups. He then walks off to find his next weak victim. From here, the flashback from 1967 continues. Godolkin wakes up in the middle of the burning lab. He quickly injects himself with Compound V, hoping it will somehow help him survive the fire. He was basically gambling with his life. We see the Compound V start to affect him right before he's completely engulfed in flames. The scene then cuts. At least we learned that he wasn't born a soup. He took Compound V just before he was burned. In the next scene, we see Doug, the man we knew as Cipher, who is in bad shape after getting beat up. Marie asks a really smart question. If Godolkin was in his 40s when he was burned, and it's been 60 years, he should be around 100 years old now. So why does he still look like he's 40? Doug explains that just before the fire, Godolkin injected himself with the same version of Compound V called V1 that was given to Soldier Boy and Stormfront, which is why he hasn't aged. Doug also reveals he was Godolkin's second puppet. Back in 1996, He was a VCR repairman who got a call from an old man named Dr. Fielder. When he went to the house, he found himself being mind-controlled by Godolkin, who then forced him to kill Dr. Fielder. Since then, Doug has been a prisoner in his own mind. Marie tries to heal him, but she's completely exhausted from healing Godolkin and can't do it. Meanwhile, Godolkin is in a room with Sister Sage. He's eating all kinds of food, making up for the decades he spent on a liquid diet. He's with Sister Sage, whom he calls Jessica. He praises her for her brilliant plan to get him healed, but she's not happy. She warns him that Homelander is calling because he now knows Godolkin is alive. Her plan was to introduce Godolkin to Homelander in a controlled way, but now things have gone off script. Godolkin, however, is feeling overconfident and isn't worried. He goes live on social media, announcing to the world that he's alive. He tells the students that the ranking system is back, and he'll be teaching all the classes himself. He says every student now has a chance to make it into the top 10 and join the 7, as long as they can prove they deserve it. This makes Sister Sage even more worried because now Homelander will definitely know who and what Godolkin is. She was in love with Godolkin and wanted to live a life with him, but now he's gone rogue and is only focused on his own mission. It's clear her plan has backfired. Marie also goes live to warn the students not to go to Godolkin's class, telling them they'll be killed. At the same time, Emma and Sam warn Rufus and Black Hole, but Rufus doesn't listen and uses his powers to go to the class anyway. Back at the training facility, Kate uses her restored powers to free the students Godolkin was forcing to fight. In the chaos, Polarity and the others manage to escape. Godolkin shows up and calls for the next students, but nobody comes. Marie and her friends arrive, along with Black Hole. This is where the whole Trojan horse plan comes into play. Just as Marie planned, Black Hole uses his butt portal to release all of Marie's friends, who were hiding inside him. Emma grows to her giant size and throws Godolkin across the room. Allie, the Bushmaster, ties him up with her hair, and Harper uses her 60-second power to copy Godolkin's mind control. She then uses it to free all the other students Godolkin was controlling, turning them against him. Just as Marie is about to finish Godolkin off by making him explode, she hesitates. She could kill him, but Harper's 60 seconds are up and Godolkin regains control. He turns all the students against Marie and her friends. As Annabeth's vision predicted, he uses Marie's own powers against her, causing the students to bleed and making it rain blood. He then forces Marie to kill all of her friends. But before she can, Polarity returns and creates a huge magnetic blast, knocking Godolkin off his feet and breaking his control over Marie. Godolkin tries to possess Polarity again, but Marie steps in and blasts Godolkin's head, killing him just like Victoria Newman would have. After the fight, Polarity advises everyone to run and hide because Vought will create a cover story and blame them for everything. Emma and Greg kiss and he flies her away. Starlight and A-Train also show up to help the group escape. A-Train is there because he's on his redemption arc, which we've been seeing in The Boys. The ending is a bit weak. We find out that Black Noir 2 can also fly and talk. We see him having a heart-to-heart with Polarity, who is now in a cell captured by Black Noir. He's a big fan of Polarity's old movies. Hearing him talk, Polarity asks if he can speak too. It turns out this new Black Noir is a different person who also has the power to fly. We know this because Homelander killed the original Black Noir. The season ends on an unsatisfying note. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for videos like this.